Who is a better player, Trent Williams or Nick Bosa, and why? Serious question. Who's better, Trent Williams or Nick Bosa? Who wants to start?
Trent Williams.
Not you, Jose. You don't get to start.
Nick Bosa.
Why?
Because with Shanahan's offense, he showed that the 49ers could win games with Brunskill and Justin School out there at left tackle. Yeah, Trent Williams, they're not even on the same level, not even near it, but they still won a lot of games with them. As well as like Joe Staley wasn't as good his last season or the year before as Trent Williams could be this year. But look at the impact Nick Bosa makes on defense. He was literally the best player on the field in the Super Bowl. So it's got to be Nick Bosa. I know Patrick Mahomes had that comeback, but a lot of it was just bad playing by the defense.
Everything.
Like, the
running back for Kansas City, that guy was pretty good.
He should have been MVP. But anyways.
Third and 15 was an underthrown ball. Tyreek Hill had to catch it like a punt, and then the pass interference in the end zone. Tavarius Moore turns around. That's an interception.
You could also argue Chris Jones was the best player on the field. But Jose, let's stay on topic.
Leo's getting PTSD right now.
Or Nick Bosa, who's better?
Me.
I'm gonna rebuttal. I'm gonna top a little bit of what Leo said. Yeah, he showed a little bit better of he can play with that offensive tackle, but then I can say, all right, Nick Bosa was a little reliant on D Ford then, because that's where most of his sacks and pressures came off of when D Ford was unavailable. Trent Williams still by far and above the better player, and having a more polished, healthy, someone who's actually hopefully most likely going to play 16 games. More games at least than Joe Staley did. You don't even have to have that worry. You don't gotta put that help like you had to last season. Obviously the more source of worry is still going to be interior pressure, but no, Trent Williams just been, and even just watching him in practice, he's straight owning Nick Bosa. And then today it looked like he owned him again, and it's just like, wow, I thought it was going to be more like nip and tuck a little bit. I was going to give edge more to Williams, but man, Bosa, like, he's supposed to be better this year, and Williams, I mean, it's still fun. I mean, these are two great. It's like it doesn't matter because the Niners are winning with both of these guys anyways. It's an amazing thing to have.
Yep, Maverick.
I mean, I'll go with Trent Williams just because I always tend to go with the more veteran player. But I haven't had the same practice view that you and Jose have had, so I haven't got to see their matchup firsthand. But I'll go with Trent Williams. But I'm hoping that Nick Bosa will hear everyone not picking him and talking about how great Trent Williams is, and then he'll just come out firing at the start of the year.
I think right now you have to say Trent Williams due to he's been in the league longer. He knows how to deal with good pass rushers, but I think Nick Bosa is the better player. The reason why I say that is, yeah, we're going to talk about who's more valuable because we obviously, like Leo said, Nick Bosa made an impact on that defense, and we were able to stick in a left tackle from Walmart to play left tackle. It was one of those things where I do think Nick Bosa.
You talking about Justin School? I thought that's your guy.
That's my guy, but bro, no one knew who he was.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
fair
played
enough.
my
I'm just playing
receipt
with you.
before the season.
I'm just playing with you. Keep going. Sorry, my bad. Keep going.
No, you're good. No, but I do think Nick Bosa is the better player. He will eventually have a first-team All-Pro on his label, and I don't think Trent Williams has that. I think he has 8 Pro Bowls but no first-team All-Pros.
Yeah. Real quick, notice Marco's wearing an all 49ers polo. If you would like one, they're only $299.99. So order them now. They're only $300. Okay. Who's better, Trent Williams or Nick Bosa? So I've seen them go head to head, and the answer is Trent Williams. The answer is Trent Williams. I didn't really watch much of Trent Williams before this year. He was in Washington. It's a totally different division. I don't study them. Now I've seen him in person, and I'll describe it like this. They faced each 4 times today. 4 times. The first time Nick Bosa tried to win with speed around the edge, failed. Tried a quick counter back to the inside, failed, and really was stopped in his tracks. I've never seen anyone do that to Nick Bosa. Usually, like, he's like Buckner, where you might block his first move, but the second move, he'll get away from you and he'll at least get a pressure. Like, he was getting 0 pressures going against Williams until the 4th rep. The 4th time they went against each other, he was able to break free a little bit and do something. But really, the first times was just domination. So, yeah, Nick Bosa is really good. Trent Williams is something I've never seen, ever. I've never seen someone do something like that. He's the best pass protector I've ever seen in person. And what I think is important to remember about Nick Bosa, hell of a player. But I think he's a little overrated. And what I would point to is he's always going to just bully, like, he's always going to bully second tier, third tier, fourth tier offensive tackles. I mean, just bully him. But when he's going against the best of the best, I saw it today. He didn't quite match up. And when he went up, say, against Baltimore last year, they have Ronnie Stanley and Orlando Brown. Bosa didn't make a huge impact in that game. And those two are two of the best offensive tackles in the league. So most teams don't have two guys like that. But what I've noticed is Bosa has gotten every inch of ability out of his frame that he can, and he's kind of maxed out. He's a great worker, but when I think he may have a bit of a ceiling, and it's, I don't know. I don't think he's necessarily a top 5 D end in the league. He might be between 5 and 10, which is still elite, but not quite as elite as what Trent Williams is showing.
I would say the Ravens game is kind of unfair to say because Lamar Jackson is just crazy fast and he could just outrun anyone from the pocket, as well as they do get that ball out real quick in the middle of the field as well. So that Baltimore is just going to be a tough team to pick up sacks against.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. He's only played one season. What's up?
So you keep talking about how their battles in camp, and today how he won for 4 reps. But we're talking about a small sample size against Trent Williams. In the NFL, when games get going, these defensive ends fill out left tackles, and they finally, this is working. Now I'm going to set them up with this, and boom, boom. So it's one of those things where we have to see how Nick Bosa starts reacting to how Trent Williams is whooping him right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. All
and
right.
he's not studying his film as well. He's not studying Trent Williams' film. He's practicing against him, yeah, but he's not spending all week to study to go head-to-head against him.
I can see I really upset you and offended you with my answer here. Look, I think Nick Bosa is a terrific player, but he's already been inducted into Canton, and he doesn't even have double-digit sacks for his career. All I'm saying is I'd like to see him give Trent Williams the business a couple of times in one-on-ones before I put him in the same ranking tier as Chandler Jones, who's had 16 sacks a year for like half a decade.
I'll say this: Trent Williams may be the better player, like if we're talking head-to-head, but I guess my argument is who's more valuable. I would say Bosa.
Fair enough.
Yeah, probably Bosa.
Yeah,
but couldn't Trent Williams also be argued as the more valuable just because Nick Bosa is going to learn so much just from this offseason, and it will probably improve him to that 10 sack level that Grant wants him to be at?
That's right. I think that's the best answer of the day. That was totally out of left field. Loved it. Good stuff.